can somebody please make it an interactive class? How many of you know core Java? Okay, so students who are completely new into advanced Java without knowing core Java, it will be a little bit tough or more than tough, right? But yeah, have faith in yourself. So now I'll try to explain you what is the importance of advanced Java, and we'll try to go ahead. So importance of JEE, if you understand Java, so we call it advanced Java is JEE, that is Java Enterprise Edition. Uh, Again, the core Java part is known as the Java Standard Edition. So importance of JEE, that is advanced Java, is 3 to 4. That is, one is standardization. So Java EE is used to implement web application or server based applications, where Java Standard Edition, that is core Java, is used to create a standalone desktop application and all those things. uh, Chahat, we will we can tell you into a different class, because core Java took around 30 to 40 hours. Whoever attended my last class, they know कि core Java take time. Core Java can't be done in 1 hour. Or if you want to do a crash course, at least it will take 5 to 10 hours minimum, so that you can know the basic. So don't worry, I'll try to do in a certain way that you don't need right now. There are maybe some syntax wherever you are stuck. We will try to help you out into it. So till now, don't care about a lot of things about core Java and thing. It is basic ideation part. So where advanced Java is standardized, right? So it will help you to create standardized application. Second, scalable application, because it will develop onto server and all those things. And component based development, where you can create a basic APIs or basic component like Java Bean, EJB, Enterprise Java Beans, JSF, server pages, messages, services, and all those. And fourth is security. So in Java, Java is synonym to the security, where people, you know, compare Java's application with one of the best secure application, because all the banking softwares and banking applications go on to Java. Uh, you know, Now we'll try to explain these three, four things in furthermore way. Integration capabilities, the way Java works with each other, the Java, components and all APIs, integration those APIs with the Java. Enterprise level services, Java provide a lot of enterprise level services like, JND, Java naming and directory interface, Java messaging services, and community and ecosystem. Uh, I have learned Java in, I think, 2007 or 8, and from that point I used to see कि okay, Java is not done like an application. If you understand the experience of 20-30 years, right? C++, then Java, then .NET, C Sharp, then PHP. There is, prior to Java, there is a Ruby on Rail, right? So Java is sustained because of its community and ecosystem. Java has one of the biggest development community and ecosystem across the world. So, what is the, if you look at the both part, Java Standard Edition is core Java, Java Enterprise Edition is advanced Java. So, if you look at the purpose, what was the purpose of core Java and advanced Java? Core Java's purpose was to create, basic tools and libraries in general. Desktop application focused on, mainly focused on desktop application and command line tools. Small scale application, where advanced Java is used to create APIs, scalable and secure application, distributed, that works onto server part. So application scope, if you look at the Java, core Java part, so core Java is suitable for standalone application, right? A client side development, or a, initially if you look at, it was a GUI development or networking tools we used to create with the Java. where Java Enterprise Edition and Advanced Java is supported for web services, messaging, distributed computing, and advanced transactional management. So, comparison of deployment. So, Java standard editions is through executable jar files deploying on the desktop, right? Where enterprise edition is deployed onto a server side basically. So, if you look at it, this is the total core and advanced Java or full stack Java. So, core Java is just a part of this whole part, right? Where you understand core Java, Java Web Start, JDBC that we done it already. XML is what to say? XML is heterogeneous, what to say, markup language kind of thing that help us to send data between heterogeneous environment or heterogeneous platform from different platforms, right? So we'll try to understand everything in brief also in future. Again, use of advanced Java is very simple. You can create e-commerce websites like online marketplace, like retail website like Amazon or all those things. Banking systems, right? You can create banking softwares of HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, all those things. Core banking system also, where they use different software on their desktop, banking people, from their internal software to internal database management. All your, what is bank do, all your money that you see on those numbers, that is just a database, right? So all those databases stored into a banking software and system that is created by advanced Java basically. uh, ERP softwares, that is enterprise resource planning and systems. So it can create, help you to create companies. If you understand SAP, ERP SAP also, where Salesforce is also there right now, lead management. Lead Square is also there into a lead management, right? The fourth is customer relationship management, again the lead management softwares and all those things that help you to create run a business, a company where you need you are managing 10,000 people or 100 crore plus revenues, that can help you to create these kind of web applications or softwares. So if you look at the advanced Java help you to create web applications basically. So what is a web application? So if you look at the whole internet, so you find two to three uh, websites. So first website is, initially right now you can do website development through what to say, different platforms also. Initially it was divided into two part. One is static website, one is dynamic websites. So static website is, that is one way communication, means you can just load it, it will provide you some information, but you can't send data over there. Like if you I'll show you some example. So like, so there are, so like, so this is one of the website that was done through us, and it is a partnered venture. So if you look at this website will provide information to the user, right? But it is not receiving any information from the user, means it is throwing information in a one way communication. Because what is written into this website, user can read it and it will be helpful for the user, but we are not taking any information from the user, right? Where you look at different website like Gmail also, where you are entering data also, it is a dynamic application. Or you look at different other options where you can input also, है ना? So this is a static website and dynamic website that receives data also from the user, where there is a contact us page, like we have created for the BRK gamers. I think the contact us is live or not, I don't know. But if that is there, so over here, user can enter their data for contact us purpose. Your name, number, subject, mail ID, and send message means we will retrieve this data to our server part, right? So that's a little bit dynamic application. So this is the basic to divide between web application. So web application is dynamic part, right? So normal website, static website is normal websites, and web applications we call it dynamic websites normally. So it's an application that is done for the web. So over here there is an architecture. There are three basic divide into it. One is presentation layer. Presentation layer is this part, whatever user can see it, that is presentation layer. So the component of presentation layer consists of component responsible for handling the user interface and user interaction. So it can be done through servlets, Java faces, or JSP Java server pages, right? Functionality: presentation layer receives user request, render dynamic web pages, and ask from business layer to okay what user want to see. The second layer is business layer, where the all the logic is there, right? The business logic is there. If it is a grocery website or Amazon or maybe some Flipkart, you can't sell out of stock order, right? So if there is a product that is already out of stock, you can't sell it. So these are the logics are done onto business logic layer. Third layer is integration layer that integrate all those things. Fourth is data access layer. It will work with the JDBC or DBMS, where you can insert data or retrieve data. And fifth is infrastructure layer, where all the infrastructure will work. So if you look at the whole architecture of the advanced Java part, it is maybe it is showing a little bit tough to you right now, but it's very easy. Normally all the web application is accessed through web, what to say, browsers. So you can access through what to say, Internet Explorer. Right now it is not there, it is Edge. uh, from Chrome, maybe Firefox, or maybe Safari. They all are internet browsers. So where in web browsers going to request to the servers, and over here all the data is there, and according to the request received from the web browser, we decide ki, okay, what component need to be done. So this is again client layer, that is presentation layer, web layer, right? Then there is a business logic layer, that's EJB and all those things. uh, in business layer, there is integration, and then there is a database layer where database is there. So we divide into five parts basically. So again, the basic understanding of what we are doing. So these are the applications or client side application. Client request to the server. Server will return back into in form of JSP or servlets. Then there is a business logic. Okay, ki we need to do the some calculation on the data. If you are making a library management system or Book My Show or maybe GoI, Bibo and etc. On the basis of their business logic, we interact with the database. So these are the basic three divide, where we'll understand servlet first. So servlet is the basic way to create web application, most basic way to create web application, because servlet was created after the applets. So applets was used to work onto client side, where servlet was a pages that work onto server side, right? So again, servlet provides a server side programming model for handling the HTTP request and generating responses. So servlet, purpose of servlet was, you can create servlet through HTTP servlet by extending or importing HTTP servlet or servlet interface. So HTTP servlet is a class or servlet is interface. HTTP servlet itself implements servlet also, right? So how servlet works? Web browser is sending request to the server, and servlet program will interact with the database and return and response to the client side. So there is a two type of responses, that is http request and http response. When data is coming from the web browser to web server, it is http request, and when data is going from web server to web browser, it is http response. What is http's full form? Can someone tell me?
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
Great. So at least people know, right? So now, servlets, the same explanation what we did in the last slide. The functionality of the servlet: request handling, response generation, state management, multi-threading. First is request handling. If you look at what is request handling? Whatever data is coming from the user side in terms of HTTP request, it can extract that data. It can analyze. If you understand, there are cookies, we develop cookies, we develop session also, right? So all those data is coming from the web browser. Then response generation, it is http response part, where we can give output to the user, okay, what kind of output they are going to see. Third is state management. State management is like session management. If you log out your session from Gmail and somebody will try to access directly your inbox page, it will again go back to our what to say, the initial page or login page. Like, I'll show you an example also. So we have done the BRK immerse was an project that is made by our student Srishti. So we'll show you okay, what they have done, what kind of application they have made. So I'll show you an example. So you can also relate okay, what kind of application a lone person can make, or you need more people to create a big projects into this. So I'll show you. So for doing advanced Java, please install any IDE and execute server also. Server you can take Tomcat, Apache, or Glassfish server. So you have to start server first of all. So we are starting the server. So installing server will be a little bit, you know, dangerous task also sometimes, because in this system we have installed Tomcat, Glassfish, or MySQL server. So sometimes this will work onto a specific port, right? So we have installed it onto 8080 port. So now I'll explain you. This was the project that they have built. So it will run now.
Sir, this is NetBeans, sir.
Yeah, this is NetBeans.
Sir, can you share the link for downloading?
Yeah, I'll share.
Okay.
I'll also search on Google. Basically, it was installed around, I think, 6 months back. So I also don't know the latest link. So I have to Google
Okay.
again. So let's open it up. So the website is opening up. This is the website, the web application basically. So Apache, Tomcat, so NetBeans Apache, NetBeans. So you can go on Google or maybe Binge. So it's basically Binge because I'm using Edge. So netbeans.apache.org, you can find all the, what to say, NetBeans over there. Apache fit the cross platform Java. So in download part, you can find the latest Apache, and you can download it from over here. Uh, if you want to download some older releases, so there are 19, 18, 17, 16. So I think I'm using 17 because it is compatible with Apache Tomcat server also, 1.7, and my Java JDK is installed 1.7. That is why I'm using this. So if you are using 20, please read it about, because you have to read the features and all those, what it is compatible with JDK. So you have to read क्योंकि what is changed. Maven, Gradle, Java, oh, PHP. There are a lot of things going on with NetBeans also. So NetBeans is owned by Apache, and
Sir,
Tomcat is
this server,
pardon.
this NetBeans is a server, sir.
NetBeans is a IDE, Integrated Development Environment, right? So Eclipse is a IDE. What to say? IntelliJ is a IDE. So I use three IDE for a different purpose. So Eclipse is, if you know Eclipse, I think everyone knows Eclipse.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everyone knows IntelliJ also.
Yes, sir.
So IntelliJ is a ID,
Java.
right? And what to say? These everyone is ID. Apache is the biggest one. matlab, NetBeans is the most heaviest ID because it provides a lot of library and a lot of support you, right? That is why it's little bit heavier than others. So you can find it onto Apache NetBeans, netbeans.apache.org, and you can download according to your laptop or what is specification you are doing, right? And try to understand the compatibility, because if there is it is not compatible with your server or your JDK, then there will be a problem. Because of this issue, I need to format this system right? Because
Yes.
it is not working with Eclipse and Intelligent, and successfully we have done it for NetBeans. So if you are doing it freshly, do it right from the front. When you are doing for the first time, do it right. Use right NetBeans with the right server, right? Otherwise you need to format and relog in again or redo it again. So this is localhost 8080. It is the server where our Glassfish is hosted, right? Your server is Eclipse Glassfish. Your server is now running. To replace this page, uh, overwrite index.html, etc., etc., right? So you can edit your go to administration console where you can uh, check different local host what is going on. So yeah, let's focus on this first. So there is a home, there is a category, there is a lot of things was done into this part, I think. So this is a dynamic web pages. Uh, they all was there is no property listing. So let's show you the admin part. What was the admin page name? I need to check into this. So over here we have written this. So these are the whole pages that we have created, JSP and Servlet. So admin home, admin login. Now if I try to directly go to the admin home, it will send me back to admin login. Why? Because I have not created session. So you know it is send me back to the admin login page. Now if I'll enter the right username password, it will allow me to enter to the admin home, where there are three things. Okay, you can view the leads. We never gave rights to delete a lead, right? So if we'll go here in contact, so we'll write advanced java test at the rate avc.com. Contact number is, write some message and send message. So you know the message is there. So now if I go over the view leads, the advanced java test at the rate abc, the data is captured. So this is the two-way communication, means we are retrieving data from this what to say web browser also, right? The second thing what we can do with these kind of, this is a very small application. They took around, I think, well, only because the student was new for the first time they are doing it. So I think she took around 7 to 10 days to create this application. You can upload properties over here. If you go and check, okay, there are property. I think there is no property list.jsp. You can go to this upload property part. So you can choose a property from the desktop, the end story. So you can, there are few for renting. Property type is residential, budget is more than 1 crore, location is, you know the student was from Chandigarh, title was, anything, premium villa, or content is anything that you want to upload. If you will click on upload, it will upload that image. Now there is, because we are running this on local host, if you go to this part and you will refresh it, it is not going to show you, okay, shown it, but the image is not there because it is using file handling part also. So we need to restart the server for this over here locally. So if we are restarting the server, the all other data is refreshed. Clash with server. It is, so it is done. Now if we'll refresh it, there will be the end story image should be there. It is not there. Uh, so we need to restart the NetBeans for that. Uh, but if you'll go over that back to upload, sorry, not upload page. So if you go back to, view properties, you can see the property list that is there. The end story image is broken. I think uh, it is not uploaded rightly, or maybe it is uploaded into wrong folder. That is why it is onto development area, right? Matlab, maybe we have changed again last time. So yeah, this is, if the image is uploaded correctly, the image will show over here, or we'll do it again. So okay, image will be again clean and build, then you have to run it again. Okay, this, because server is restarted, we have not restarted the application, it was not reflected. Now if we'll run it, it will be reflected over there. So it is refreshed. Now if we'll refresh over there, the image should be there. Yeah, एक नन्ही चीटी रोज अपने काम पे समय पे जाती थी, ठीक है. So if you will refresh it, you will find this image over here, right? Everything is there. Now you can delete it also. So if I'll click over here, delete property, the property is delete. If you'll refresh it, it is gone, done, right? So these kind of things we can do with the advanced Java, uh, and I say ki these kind of things you can also easily do, according to me, because it is not tough part, it is very basic part. So now if you look at what we did for that, we have done with little bit servlet and little bit JSP. We have not used very advanced techniques over here because student was done only servlet, JSP, and basic MVC part, model view controller part. Over here, this, if you look at login part now, the login is there, right? Admin home is there. We have never given the rights to delete a lead also, and we can give it in future also if we want to, or client want to pay us more, then we can think, because every feature requires money, right? That's how you do the development. Now, okay, so what is the username password of admin home? If we'll go to admin login, then we can check it out, because we have hard coded it initially. I think it is changed now. So admin login. So over again, these are the different servlets or JSP pages. So admin home will be redirected to when the username password will be entered. So admin process, login process. So admin login process is a page where the username password is admin or admin at the rate 2212, right? So we can change it to hello Our password is hello at the rate 2212. So now what we can do, we can again clean and build, and we can execute it. So if we'll try to log in into admin login, so if we'll try to log in through admin and same use back password, it will again return us back to login processing, invalid username password, please try again, right? So we have changed the username password. So username is hello, or password is hello at the rate 2212. Login, and we are into admin homepage where we can see the dashboard, the leads, the upload property, and view property also. So these are the brief example what we are going to do with the advanced Java part. क्योंकि you can build your own web applications where you can help others or help other businesses, or maybe your own business logic where you can create an web application to access through anywhere. So if I'll host this website to server, I can also access it, Sham can also access it, Amit can also access it directly, right? So if you will put the brkamers.com, this website is not live, right? If you will see कि okay the same is live, no, it is not live directly. The part is blocked because of, you know, if you will go into development, there are money required to do a lot of things. So we have built it, we have shown to the user. So few features it is not available, few they are there, right? So you know, if I try to write it into that direct part, it will not go because this feature is not active at the rate abc.com. It is seeing it is gone, but it is not gone because I have done it to hosted this application. Uh, so yeah, this is the basic example, and we'll use NetBeans, Servlet, and JSP pages. So where's the part? So yeah, these are the use of life cycle of a servlet is initialization, request processing, or destruction. Deployment of, you know, servlet will be on web servers, servlet API is there, and servlet framework is there. So these are the basic things. And the second is JSP pages. So JSP pages are similar to servlet, but it is different. Now I'll explain you the difference. So first I'll show you a servlet. So there are HTML files are there normally in any website. Normally, or maybe 50%, first page is always an HTML page or index.html normally. But if you will try to build it slowly, gradually, all other pages are into a dynamic or, you know, web application format. So it over here we are using two format, that is servlet and JSP. So like servlet index.html and the property list.jsp. Where is the property list.jsp? So this is the property list.jsp where you can see the property. So over here you can see it is an HTML page, and there are a lot of Java tags are written like in, you know, script. It is like in JavaScript sometimes, but it's not JavaScript. So JSP pages are used Java as a, you know, different. So there are HTML, then there is a Java code. This green part is Java code, right? And where others are HTML normal codes. Or, you know, when property list is captured, you can use call the, you know, admin login JSP, then admin process JSP, PNG additional JSP. It is purely developed onto JSP. Servlet lead, then HTML JSP, 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 JSP. So over here, if you'll see maximum, what to say, program is developed into JSP only. Web pages upload. And there will be an XML files into everywhere web.xml when you develop, because this all will be written or stored into data क्योंकि what will be the index page or welcome page of a website. So let's create a new I think no, today we'll do that only. Tomorrow we'll help you to run a new program, servlet program. Over here you can go, you can create a new project.
Sir, if we are writing server code, we have to use servlet tag as well.
No, servlet is not a tag. Servlet is a class, is an interface basically. HTTP servlet is a class. So let us make. I'll show you in basic servlet application. I think Maven or Gradle. What we'll use? Let's go with the Gradle. So Maven and Gradle are the formats that we use. So with Java you can create a web application, or even a different Android application also in future. So let's go with the Java Gradle. It will show some error because there are a lot of issues going on with this laptop, because I need to format it. So Gradle 3 is there. I took Java application or web application. So sorry, I forgot just. Let's create an servlet then. So this is basically what you are seeing, the tags of servlet. It is web.xml. Web.xml holds all the directory, all the dynamic part of your web application. Okay, what to say? URL need to be used over here. Basically, we are using javax.servlet. These are the, what to say, um, classes and interface that we need to use. But right now we are not using javax, what to say, packages. Over here we are using jakarta actually, because in this part of so first I'll explain that web.xml, where it is gone. So now finally I'm closing a lot of pages in this test one. So web.xml is just part of your how you map your servlet. So this is you are going to use for mapping of your servlet. Okay, when if URL is called hello, it will mapped with the save lead one, right? The moment it will done, then it will go to this class. Okay, this save lead one servlet name is mapped with the servlet class save lead one. Like in the same example, okay, we have found it already. Save lead. So leave saved, then referrer and all those things. Leads.txt, or from contact page. Where is the contact.html? So contact.html, there is a form called where you can enter your details. Uh, get in touch, your username, password, links. So now you can see the background music also. So there are input controls where you can create a lot of forms. So now this is the form again. Savelead.jsp is called from here, right? We're not going to create that. So now first work is to create an index.html where we can create two, what to say, a web page for other, where is the HTML part. So index is created. So index.html is created. Over here, our target to create a form, right? A form that can store, take two numbers and do the basic calculation of those, right? So our target to create, uh, everyone knows HTML, right? So you can do it today. Create an HTML page for, what to say, create a form into it where there is a two text box. One text box is number one. I'm telling you what to do. Do it so that we can go ahead tomorrow. So this is treating it as a tag, or we can directly do it. So calculator, right? So create an web page where there is two numbers. We can input two numbers from two text box, and there is plus, minus, multiply, and four buttons need to be shown where we'll try to add those two number, and after that, like 10 plus 20 is equal to 30, right? So what you can do, I'll again explain you how, what you need to do. Yeah, so create a web page. So create a web page. Number one, create a text box. Create another text box. This will be the number two. Then there is a add button. So whatever number I'll add, it will show me into the output, maybe text box or maybe label box. So if I'll enter over here 10, I'll enter over here 100, and I'll click add button, it will show us 110. So now how to do it, that I'll tell you. First, create this form today into HTML, basic HTML. So I hope everyone knows basic HTML and CSS also. Okay, so I'll try to keep it till now only. So we will tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow, whatever, whenever we'll do, we'll try to create this same thing. So you can create your HTML pages till now, till then, and we will go ahead from that part, right? So yeah, this was the basic idea. What is advanced Java?